look at me and they're going to go like this. Hey, Shaq in his prime, how the hell could you prefer Kobe in his prime? Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple. And if Shaq is somewhere listening, and I have no doubt he is, I meant it. Damn it. Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant force I have ever seen in the history of basketball. I only got tapes of Wilt Chamberlain. I saw Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal at 325, 350 pounds is the most dominant force I have ever seen on a basketball court. But I will never, John, you listen to me, I will never, ever pick a center over a guard or a wing player. That's my personal philosophy. Sumatra know basketball. You got a problem with that? I will never pick a big man over a wing player or a guard. Because the big man needs the guard to take care of him. The guard don't need that. Michael Jordan won 6 titles with Bill Cartwright, Bill Wennington, Stacey King, Luke Longley. I mean, when you're a wing player, there's a lot of things that you could do yourself. When you're a big man, you need additional help. So, Shaq, if you someplace listening, I ain't scared of you. I'm not as scared. I'm not as scared. Kind of am scared of my big brother right there. My big little brother. I am kind of scared. He is a big boy. He is a big boy. But I'm just saying, man. It's not an insult. I mean, everybody's so damn sensitive. I mean, I got to tell you, look, I am going to choose an elite guard or wing player over an elite big man any day of the week. I'll give y'all a perfect example. John, Samaje, everybody, look at me when I'm talking basketball to you. John, don't hide behind a computer, man. I'm talking to you. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon was one of the greatest centers to have ever played this game. The Dream Shake, the moves, former league MVP, 2-time NBA champion. Before that, 5-slammer jammer with the Houston Cougars. I mean, this dude went to back-to-back national title games, lost them both. You understand? But still did it. NC State, Georgetown, lost them both, but still was there. Here's the deal. As phenomenal and as great as Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon was, and as much as we recognize him, appreciate him, and know how phenomenal he was he Michael Jordan? Because Michael Jordan was taken in the same draft. The greatest compliment, do y'all realize what the greatest compliment you could say about Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon? Do you know how you can validate his greatness? The Houston Rockets passed on Jordan and Sam Bowie before him to take Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, and no one in Houston ever complained. Because they know you can't teach 7 feet. They know you can't teach a boy that big with that skill set. Of course not. But you still need it. He still ain't MJ. Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant force I've seen. Did he win the title with Eddie Jones? Nick Van Exel? Hell, when Eldon Campbell, another 7-footer, was his teammate, did he win a title? No. How about when Penny Hardaway and Dennis Scott, my brother, Nick Anderson and the crew, how about when he had them? Did he win a title? No. But when he had Kobe, what happened? When he had Dwayne Wade, what happened? I'm going to take a guard / wing player over a big man, a 7-foot bona fide center any day of the week. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest center, is the all-time leading scorer in the history of basketball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a 19-time All-Star, a 6-time NBA champion, who is the all-time leading scorer and the only individual in the history of basketball with one unstoppable move. There is no one else in the history of basketball that had one move, and there was nothing you could do about it. In baseball, John, correct me if I'm wrong, Mariano Rivera, the split-finger fastball. You knew he was going to throw it. There's nothing you could do about it. I'm saying the split-finger cutter, I apologize, it's cutter. There was nothing you could do about it. Nothing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, sky hook, nothing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 rings. 5 of them came with Irvin Magic Johnson. 5. And 1 came with Elgin Baylor. The fact of the matter is, you need a guard. You need a guard. Unless you got a forward that can step away from the basket and there's a threat on the perimeter. Period. I don't care what anybody says. Kevin McHale, in my opinion, before Tim Duncan arrived, was the greatest power forward in the history of basketball. How many titles he's winning without Bird? A wing player or guard. I'm taking somebody that elite. I am taking them before a big man. So I'm not casting any aspersions on Shaquille O'Neal. I know how dominant he is and was. I get it. But do I want a guy that is completely dominant, 10 feet and in, just unstoppable? Or do I want a brother I can get the ball to from 94 feet away from the basket? Or 50 feet away from the basket? Or 30 feet away from the basket? Or 20 feet away from the basket? It don't matter where on the court I get it to him. This is not to say Kobe was better or he was more dominant than Shaq. Of course not. What I'm saying is that in the sport of basketball, a wing player that is elite can do more for you than a big man who is elite. I don't understand what the complication is. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.